Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Esther. This is my third year at GCC. A little bit about myself. I graduated from Smith College in 2014, and after that I moved to Philly for my job, and I've been going to GCC since. Okay. I'm also a first year dental student at Penn. So I wrote a lot of notes in case I forget everything. So to be very, very honest, dental school is very difficult. I'm struggling in a lot more ways than just the academics. So as a grad student, a lot of my life now revolves around school, so I'll share a little bit about my program. So we have a class of 125, and we do everything together. So everything is super intense. So everyone loves to go out and party intensely, and everyone is also extremely smart. So they study hard, and it's just a very overall competitive culture. So I was asked to share about my goals for my young adult life. So yeah, so I think like the overarching goal I have is, just to bring God glory. But I think the question is, how and what does that look like? So I think in this phase of life as a grad student, my first goal, I guess, is to live a life of integrity. So I've been at school for a little bit over a month now, and I think one of the biggest things that shocked me about the program I'm in is the really big cheating culture. It's just one of those things where everyone does it to the point where no one questions it. And I kind of really struggled with that at first because I knew that it was wrong, but everyone went along with it. So I was like, I almost fooled myself into thinking it's okay. So I think in the beginning I made a commitment to honor God and to not cheat and use old exams, where a lot of the questions are reused. So honestly, it's very difficult to say no because I am tempted. Also because I'm also really struggling in school, so I want to do well as other people do. So I have to really fight to say no to and obey God. Yeah, because I think the last time, so I've already had a quiz and an exam already, and every single time I have my friends offer me old exams, and there's literally a dialogue going on in my head, being like, should I take it, should I not? Yes, no, I'm actually struggling, and I have to really fight to just spit out the words no. And then I begin to compromise because then my friends are like, how about you don't have to you look at it, I'll just tell you what's on it. And I'm just like, is that cheating? So I just really have to stand firm and say no. I think that's also the first time that I thought about my witness and how my actions affect those around me and what they say about God or what they think about God. Because I think that before, that wouldn't have stopped me from doing whatever I wanted to do, but that was actually part of my decision-making process in doing what I was about to do. So really, I think meditating on Romans 12:2, where it says, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. I think my second goal is to live in my identity as a child of God and to find my worth in him. So in undergrad, I don't think I really had to sacrifice anything. I was able to serve in college ministry and still get the grades I wanted. That's not possible here because I am also a very slow learner. It takes me a long time to process things. So it's really easy for me to feel inadequate when I compare myself to other people in my program. But I know that it's God's grace that brought me here, and I'm learning that it's his grace and only his grace that's going to carry me through to the end. So my best may never be as good as other people's best or their abilities, and if they want to cheat, that's an even bigger gap. So I think that every day I have to fight to be okay with that, because I'm not here to live for other people and what they think of me, but I'm here to live for God. So I think all I can ask is for God to look at me and be pleased with my best, whatever that looks like. So I get so overwhelmed when I think about the next 4 years, or this upcoming year, much less the next 4 years. So I think what I'm really learning right now is what it means to live day by day in his grace. What it means to live every single day to choose God's will over my will, and how these days will turn into weeks and months and years. Because when I think about 4 years, I get so overwhelmed. I really don't think I can make it. So just to live today, to live in his will today. It was really crazy because actually one of my prayers going into grad school was that I would not get so consumed and overwhelmed with school that I would just completely abandon and neglect GCC. But I think God really answered that prayer because this summer I went to OTR, and one of my biggest convictions was how the Living Water Church was really a refuge to the children of the neighborhood. It's a place where they were able to just be free and play and let their guard down. And honestly, that's how I feel about GCC. So I feel like when I'm at school, honestly, I feel like I'm suffocating. So when I go to church or family group or FNL, it doesn't feel like a burden, but instead it feels like I'm running to refuge, to a safe place where I can be filled again. Yeah. I think another conviction I had at OTR was the importance of knowing the Word and being in the Word every single day. So when I came back from OTR, actually it was kind of difficult to delight in the Word. But I think once school started, those times became so precious to me. Because no matter how tired I am, I need my quiet time in order to get through the day. So overall, I think I'm just learning what it means to have freedom in Christ in the midst of chaos, and to stand firm in my identity in God. That's it. Yeah. And I really feel like the last 2 years at GCC prepared me for school, because I feel like if I went to grad school straight from undergrad, I would have been swept away. But yeah, that's it.